Welcome back to another episode of MonotypeVGC, where we build the best team we can with the type of the week and take it to battle on the ladder in Pokemon Champions. I have certainly enjoyed dipping our toes in the mono water pool, so before we wave goodbye to this team, let's break it down one final time. We jump right back in with Politoed, but a different set this time. We've decided to go a little bit more on the offensive side of things, giving it the Mystic Water held item, and updating the Perish Song that we previously had to Weather Ball. I know the Perish Song did have utility in the past, but with that Mystic Water, I think we're looking to just do as much damage as possible when this Politoed is out on the field, setting up that Drizzle, further boosting, stacking multipliers, as we love to do, and just doing some pretty significant damage is the idea here. So, while remains the same Pokemon, a little bit different use case. That being said, Slowbro remains exactly the same. Psychic Trick Room, Heal Pulse, Slack Off. Just a really good defensive Trick Room setter, nothing more to say. Again, remaining unchanged with the coverage monster of Samurott Hisui partnered with Mega Blastoise, covering the same types exactly. We have updated Fake Out to be Protect on this Blastoise. Just felt like there were some more instances where I was getting caught out of place and needing to reposition better. Protect was oftentimes providing a better utility than Fake Out in that regard. Could go either way. Hard to say, especially when you want to get Water Spouts off. I don't know the correct Blastoise set to run. This is just the one I'm running, so if you have a better idea, please let me know down below. Would love to hear it. Now, we do need to talk about this Gyarados. I'm a big fan of this Gyarados set myself. It was something I put together early on Champions meta, like week 1, where all this thing had to do was hit Garchomps, Charizards, and Talonflames, and it did that pretty effectively. Everything else you're Thunder Waving. So is this the optimal moveset to be running right now? Probably not, but I'm a big fan of what this Gyarados is capable of, and just needed a little bit more defensive pivotability on the team, as well as speed control. Gyarados offers that in spades with Intimidate, Insane Bulk, and Thunder Wave, so we will see how that performs with us today. And finally, Choice Scarf Rotom. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Really great, again, in terms of speed control, having some electric coverage, and hopefully not missing Hydro Pumps. So if you haven't watched the first couple episodes, I would highly recommend going and checking those out to see the evolution of the team and how we got to this point. But in the meantime, to those of us still here, jump down, like the video, and we'll catch you on the ladder. Alright, we see Gardevoir, Talonflame, Garchomp, Sneasler, King Gambit, and Hisuian Zoroark. Do not want to get fooled by that Zoroark. It has happened before. Do not wish for it to happen again. I think I'm going to go Rotom, and we're not going to lead Slowbro, because that's what got hurt by the Zoroark previously. Actually, Blastoise is decent here. I don't hate Gyarados, admittedly. Do I think they're going to lead King Gambit? Hard to say. I think this is the squad. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Give it a shot. So we are going to see Gardevoir Sneasler to our Rotom Blastoise. Feels like a kind of whatever position. Could obviously go Gyarados here. Doesn't really advance us much. Well, actually, you know what? We might... I think we'll go ahead and Volt Switch on the Sneasler. And Protect here. We will Mega Evolve. And Protect. Because I would have to imagine their Sneasler is interested in faking out our Blastoise so that we don't fake out their Gardevoir. But we don't have Fake Out, so That's why I think the Protect might do us some good here. I mean, imagine I lead Slowbro and go for Trick Room, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, Blastoise is the only one protecting. Sorry? So that would be the Zoroark then. But you were trying to trick into my Blastoise. Fascinating. So this is Gyarados 100%. Should take a Hyper Voice decently. Yeah. I mean, it still does a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but... so that Zoroark cannot trick Blastoise, and for that we thank you. So we're going to get a Thunder Wave off there. And I think I'm still going to Water Spout. Like, yes, I'm going to eat a Hyper Voice. No, I'm not going to eat a Hyper Voice. I'm going to lose my leftovers on Gyarados in favor of a Choice Scarf. And that means I'm Choice Scarfed into Thunder Wave, which actually, you know what? I think for this next turn alone is gonna kind of be relevant. Because I'm, what, 90, I think, on Gyarados? Oh, well, here's the Fake Out anyway. 90. Yeah, I'm super slow. So I can't select... Yeah, I can only select Thunder Wave. So he wants to Fake Out Hyper Voice. I don't want him to do that. I would like to Thunder Wave. And... would I like to Water Spout? I think so, right? Just some residual down is relevant here. Even though I'm gonna take a Hyper Voice before I get to attack. Blastoise has a lot of special attack. But also I've been underwhelmed by Water Spout every time I've used it. So, I don't know, you tell me. Is it worth saving the Gyarados? Potential Ice Beam on Garchomp, I guess, is cute. But, like, I don't want anything else to take a Hyper Voice, so I'd like to just Thunder Wave the Gardevoir. Sneasler protects. They might double protect to burn my Blastoise's protect, but that doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, great. This is really good. Because I believe Gyarados goes down here. Okay. Now, Rotom, I'm gonna need you to put on your glasses, big dog. This Hydro Pump into this Sneasler is pretty critical here. I'm not gonna lie. And we are going Dark Pulse on the Gardevoir. Rotom. Rotom. If there's Justice, we'll get the flinch. Oh, well, yeah, now their White Herb goes off. Will they get a flinch or a para? Okay. There might be Justice. There might be Justice. The problem is... I can't beat the Sneasler now that it's boosted. Okay. Interesting. They might have let me back into it, depending on what their last mon is. Although, they're probably doing that to advance their position here. Would be my guess. King Gambit. Sucker Punch? Sucker Punch close combat? Does that win it? I think if we make the swap here and they go close combat into the Blastoise, because this will at least... I mean, if they close combat into the Samurott slot, it's over anyway. Yep. Okay. So, now they're forced to pick between... Boy. Do I have to get the Sneasler? I kind of have to get the Sneasler now. But I can't with Blastoise because I don't have Water Pulse. Alright, do we just have to play that they're not Chopal? Maybe. Yep. Not a surprise there. Maybe if he's not Chopal. Nope, they're Chopal. Huh? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well. Get Pokemon'd, I guess? You know what's funny is that 50% is from our water spout earlier. So, depending on what the roll is, I think we can afford to Volt Switch here because they're at -1. Oh, that's the other reason why. I think we just got it. I mean, that was an RNG fiesta of a game, but close combat. I mean, that's makes the most sense in case, you know, I'm trying to go for Hydro Pump and I miss, but we're just gonna lock in Volt Switch. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, that is a way to win a Pokemon game. GG's to my opponent. We will see y'all in the next one. Alright, we see Sableye, Gengar, Scizor, Garchomp, Milotic, Sylveon. Alright. Just open and close with alright there. What a good transition phrase. That being said, what do they want to do and how can we prevent it? Sylveon. I mean, they're probably going to want to lead some combination of Gengar or Scizor up front. I feel like this is actually a really good Rotom, maybe Rotom Politoed lead. Worst case scenario for Rotom is Garchomp, but if we have a rain boosted Hydro Pump as an option, it's not the end of the world. And then Blastoise, Slowbro or Samurott. So the goal will be to get speed with Rotom. We can do. Okay. So, yeah, this is just to cover a Garchomp lead. The Politoed is there to cover the Garchomp lead. Sableye Gengar, because otherwise we should be able to do some combination of Volt Switch and shenanigans in general, right? Could just rip Thunder too, but I think we definitely want to be Volt Switching out, and we absolutely want to be ripping an Icy Wind, probably. Yeah, I think that's the play. Sableye's just... Oh, is he going Hypnosis? Okay, we're still faster. Does good damage. Where would they be inclined to Hypnosis, and who is the most okay to go to sleep? Is it Samurott or Blastoise? I guess it has to be Samurott, right? Because it's not our Mega. We are going to get an Icy Wind off here, so that's not for nothing. And we're relatively safe in here with Samurott to just burn a turn of sleep. I think I just want to start... I do kind of want to start ripping Muddy Waters, but I do need another Icy Wind. Who might they switch? Milotic? Yeah. Let's get weird. Let's get weird. We're gonna use this just to kind of stall. Okay, or that's gonna happen. Well, okay. Huh, there goes that plan. Samurott should be in a pretty good position here. I mean, I get it. Like, Archaludon's a thing, and you've got Gravity set up, so... We're not out of this yet. In fact, I can just start ripping Thunders. Thunder and Muddy Water. I mean, Rotom will take a lot of damage, but I'm gonna get a Thunder off, so... That does 60% to Milotic, my goodness. We'll take that. Ah. Fair enough. Don't get an accuracy drop on Milotic, please. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I mean, we just have to let Rotom go down, no? Can Blastoise solo? Only if I have Rain. Okay, here's how... Well, does Rotom go down here? Actually, you know what? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, right. Okay. Never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Forgot about that. Here comes Sableye. This is great, though. Because I'm going to get a Blastoise attack off, but like, what good is that, I suppose? Because Politoed's about to perish. Huh. Well, I mean, shout out, Gravity, Focus Blast, nonsense. Good on him. Good on him. I think they're swapping Gengar out. Melodic should still drop. I mean, punish now for not having Water Spout, but go figure. And Sableye just on course, okay. Haha! I got the double. Yeah. But the rain stops, yeah. Alright, well, not an excellently played game on my part, to say the least. But also, I was not exactly prepared for a Gravity Focus Blast Mega Gengar. To give myself a little bit of credit, but most of the credit, obviously, to my opponent. Very well played, excellently executed strategy, and I hope to be able to play it again one day and prove what I have learned. Okay, alright, well, I'm not normally one to forfeit, but oof. That actually did a lot of damage. You know what? They can have it. This is just to save us all time. GG's to my opponent nonetheless. Well played. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Alright, we see Gengar, Incineroar, Ninetales, Dragonite, Kingambit, Sneasler. Some fascinating things happening over there, mostly in the terms of the Mega Gengar with the Encore Disable things that can be happening. Alright. Gyarados can do okay here, minus freeze dry stuff from Ninetales. We could go, I kind of like a Blastoise lead next to Slowbro to keep all our options open. We go Gyarados, Samurott, or Politoed. I think Politoed, because we just gotta get some big damage off, and we're gonna be pretty hard Trick Room focused, I think, if we can get it off. Alright. See, Sneasler and Gengar. Where is my choice Scarf Garchomp? So, I would just like to, I think, Dark Pulse and Trick Room, no? We are obviously under threat of Shadow Ball from Gengar. I think there's a chance we take that. It's probably something I could EV for, to be certain, but I'm going to choose to believe. They are taking their time to figure their turn out. I don't blame them. Mono Water is not a common matchup. Slowbro can't be a common matchup either. Mega on both sides. They just ripped close combat. Oh, they might be doubling the Blastoise. Unless they split their damage. Never split your damage. Blastoise is a tank. Yep. Alright, this feels like it is going to be a game carried by the bulk of Blastoise. Well done. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this position because now we threaten the KO over there. Okay, alright. It's not over. It's not over. Especially because I can't go through Protect. However, we just switch to Politoed and Psychic. I mean, that's an obvious play, but they don't have a ton of counterplay because they just brought in their King Gambit that I feel like they have to Sucker Punch the Blastoise slot. I could be wrong, but that feels like something they have to do there. And now we threaten... I mean, this Mystic Water boosted Weather Ball, it's not going to feel good. I can tell you that. I don't know exactly how much it's going to do, but... They go Ninetales. Okay. Oh. Well, now I can tell you how much it's going to do, and that answer is not a lot. Should have Muddy Watered. Still can Muddy Water. Alright, well, I got a little boomed there, I'm not gonna lie. However, we're still fine. We're gonna Muddy Water, and we are going to just slack off, I believe is the play here. Let Politoed go crazy. And we're just not gonna get accuracy drops on King Gambit, I've decided. Excellent. Just go ahead and keep kowtowing me. I'll keep stalling you out. Yeah. Okay. That is quite annoying, because we do not advance as far along as we would have liked, but it's okay, because I think we're out healing, or we're about... I mean, we're healing about the amount that he's doing. Little more. This Muddy Water needs to connect. It should do big damage. Okay. Do not drop accuracy on King Gambit. Thank you. Blizzard, we hold. Slowbro gets frozen. Interesting. Well, this is a curious position we have found ourselves in. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're gonna sack Slowbro. We're gonna actually do a double sack here. Oh my goodness, this is perfect. Oh, this is so perfect. Whoa, tried to get tricky. Is this okay? I think we have to get Gyarados in right now. There's not going to be another time to do it. I don't want to see them swap out Ninetales. Okay, it's fine. It's not fine. There's no two ways about it. It's not fine. Well, we do get to Thunder Wave, which is not for nothing. We do just have to let Blastoise go down here, or Slowbro. I think we let Slowbro go down. We Thunder Wave the King Gambit here. This is tricky, but I think we might be able to get there off the back of Muddy Water Politoed and maybe a Lucky Para. It's not necessary, but it would go a long way. We're just sacking Slowbro here. Get our Thunder Wave off. This is gonna hurt. Okay, okay. So now we go Politoed. Politoed is going to be faster than... Definitely faster than King Gambit. I would like to protect. And Thunder Wave here. Yeah, not surprising. So we're still going to get the Thunder Wave off. That's also not for nothing. Excellent. The problem is this freaking King Gambit. I'll try something. I'm gonna try something here. We do need to Thunder Wave the Sneasler, I think, if we want to have a chance at winning. For the Stone Edge, I could have gone for the Thunder Wave. I still can. Okay. Maybe we get a para? Okay. I mean, kind of a wash, ultimately. Board state doesn't really change. They've preserved their weather, unfortunately. I think we have to double protect here. You know what? They might overthink it. I think we might have an out if they overthink it. Because they might think that I think their Sucker Punch Close Combat or Fake Out in a Politoed is so obvious that I'll protect. I mean, to that end, it's probably just supposed to be double protect, but then it's like... Oh my goodness. Please tell me you at least covered by kowtowing into Gyarados. This is the turn to get parried, though. Oh my goodness. I did tell you that was our way back in, was probably one Lucky Para. Politoed and one Lucky Para. And that might be the Lucky Para we needed. I'm gonna go Sucker Punch, which will hurt, don't get me wrong. Also, Gyarados has no way to hit King Gambit. Feels bad. Yeah. They're still in a good spot. Boy, they do get to see all the tricks. Who'd we miss? Okay. One more para and we're back. Kowtow. We might take it. Oh! Oh my goodness gracious. But Muddy Water doesn't KO. Oh, it's such a tough spot. Do I have to bank on him? Overthinking it again. I don't know who he attacked with King Gambit last time. This has to be his swan song. Surely, surely. Ninetales protects. You can't go Sucker Punch into Gyarados. You cannot go Sucker Punch into Gyarados there. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's unbelievable to me. Especially because that's a roll. Or a crit. Oh. Oh my goodness. That is such a bummer. Wild. We're not out of this yet, is the funny thing. We are still very live. There's only one thing to do at a time like this. Scary. Politoed, you have one job, my friend. I believe. I actually believe big time. This is absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. There's no way. There is no way. I think we might have done it. I mean, we got a hit still. Politoed. Politoed. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, what more can you say? GG's to my opponent. 007 VGC. I mean, wow. Nothing to be said other than play to your outs, I guess. What an exclamation point to a finale for the Mono Water team experiment. I mean, all in all, just some fun battles, some fascinating positions that you find yourself in that, you don't typically... most teams don't have the level of bulk that I think you can get across the board with just some of these bulky water types. Not saying that that's inherently good, because, like I said, when you run up against electric and grass types, things can get really tricky really fast. But all in all, I think this just kind of proved that water's in a really good spot in the current Champions meta, and even a team of 6 water types can have some decent success if played appropriately. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us this week with Mono Water. We will be diving in, pun not intended this time, to Mono Grass starting next week. So if you got any early ideas of what you'd like to see there, drop those down in the comments down below. Leave a like, support independent content creation, really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Cheers.